not find anything. The search was called off for the night and it resumed early the following morning. Again, they had volunteers searching through the now muddy woods, and by the way, this area was known to have mountain lions and bears, so it wasn't a safe place for anyone, let alone a toddler. They kept going until they found their first clue. It wasn't much, but it was something, and it was a little pile of rocks that they thought Riker had been carrying and he dropped, leaving them behind, because remember, right before he disappeared, he was playing with rocks. But still then, the rocks led them to nowhere, and that was the first and only clue they found on the entire first full day of the search. The second day, there was nothing, but by the third morning, after 2 long sleepless nights, the call that everyone had been praying for finally came in. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Department got a call that local residents had found Riker alive. He was found in a random shed about 2.4 miles away from his house across the county line in Sanders County off of a road called Pine Ridge. 2.4 miles. A 3-year-old little boy somehow made it through the Montana wilderness during a thunderstorm, and he was alive. So many questions, like how did a toddler survive alone for 2 full days with no food, no water, no shelter in weather that adults would struggle in? When officers got to Riker, they had to first of all make sure that it was really him, but it was, and he was right there sitting quietly, a little bit shaken. He was acting shy, a little bit scared, and he didn't say much at first, but eventually once they told him that they were gonna get him back to his parents, he relaxed a little bit, and he was put in an ambulance, which is where this picture was taken, and it truly sends shivers down my spine because the look in his eyes is so concerning. He looks exhausted, he looks scared, he looks like he's holding like 20 years of trauma behind those eyes. The couple that found him said they were walking around near their property when they heard strange noises coming from their shed. They assumed that it was an animal trapped inside, but when they opened the door, there was Riker sitting huddled up in the corner. No one could figure out how he even got inside of the shed because the door was closed, but there he was. Police officers were trying to connect the dots, trying to figure out what happened to Riker. They eventually just landed on the idea that Riker got distracted chasing bugs, wandered into the woods, got lost, and eventually found shed to shelter him from the storm. But I don't know, you guys, does it really make sense? A 3-year-old walking 2.4 miles in a storm through thick trees and mud and rain and surviving 2 nights without food or water? It sounds crazy, and it sounds even crazier when you learn that when he was found, he wasn't even dehydrated. He was okay. Like, did someone give him water? Did someone help him? Did someone put him in that shed? We don't know. I literally have goosebumps because I'm just like, I don't know. Whatever really happened still remains unknown. Riker was returned to his family, and ever since the incident, he has been safe and healthy. He should be around 6 years old now, and the only update that I could find was from when his older brother posted a TikTok a couple of years ago asking him what really happened in the woods, and all Riker was able to say was that he saw a house in the woods and that there was somebody in the house, and that was it. I wanted to make this video because it just makes me feel like weirdly so uneasy. Obviously, so great, amazing, incredible that he was found. I'm so happy that he was found safe and healthy.